recording this look, and then for some reason my camera did not record any of it, and I'm actually really annoyed about that. So I started out by saying that I'm trying some new settings on my camera app. So hopefully the light is better, and hopefully the focus is better. And the sun just came out in full force, so I had to change it. So I started out by applying my moisturizer, and then I applied my Angel Veil. Can you see it? Can you see it? Yes. And I also applied my foundation, which is the ColorStay Whipped Foundation today. This is the color 410 Toast that I'm using. I applied it with my Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, and then I buffed over it with my Beauty Blender. And then I left it alone. After that, yes, I got fairly far. Ugh. After that, I went in with my Rimmel ScandalEyes eyeshadow stick. This is in the color Bulletproof Beige. And I took it all over my lid from right up to my brow bone, blended it in. These are really pretty. It's really lovely. And then I was going in with the same sort of crease that I did in my Touch of Spice video, which is my Sigma E40 brush and matte charcoal brown, just to give me a little bit of definition in the crease. And that's as far as I got. And the light changed again. Okay, so we're gonna attempt this, guys. The light keeps changing because it's quite overcast today, which is frustrating. Anyway, so I've got my charcoal brown all through my crease, like I said, before the light changed so unceremoniously. Now I'm gonna go in with a smaller brush, smaller fluffy brush, which is this one. And I am going to pick up Frappe from Makeup Geek, this one. I'm going to run that through the outer half. I'm not doing anything with my lower lash line just yet, because I do still have to put on my foundation, my concealer. And I'm going to take my Sigma E40 and soften that up. This is the base shadow brush from Real Techniques. I like it because it has that point, it's kind of fine. And I'm going to go in with Cocoa Bear, which is this one, right here. This is a beautiful, very warm brown. So if you're afraid of warm brown colors, or you're a little bit more cool in skin tone, you might want to use, again, Espresso or Mystery from MAC, or any other kind of cooler toned or neutral toned eyeshadow, because this is going to go quite warm on you. Wow, the light. That's a little bit better. Again, this is a little overexposed. I'm sorry, the sun is drastically changing. And there it goes again. Really? Okay, so now I'm going to get Cocoa Bear up into my crease. I'm picking up very, very little on my brush because it's easier to build eyeshadows than to try to take them away if you've put on too much. Taking my fluffy brush, it still has a little bit of Frappe in it, and I'm going to just run over that Cocoa Bear. And then one more time with my fluffy brush, just circular and windshield wiper motions to blend everything together. Now I'm taking the same Real Techniques brush and a little bit of Cocoa Bear and packing it on the outer third of my eyelid. And if you can see, I'm kind of keeping it in that kind of shape as opposed to this kind of shape, which is going to make the eyes very cat eye, because we are putting on a very strong winged eyeliner, so I want to sort of minimize the cat eye effect. Of course, if you want to go for cat eye effect, be my guest, have at it. Okay, we have a nice fade on there. Now, of course, you could leave it like this, but we're going in with the star of the show, and that is MAC's Rose Pigment. Now, this is just a sample size that I have, but again, pigments, to be really honest with you, are so, well, they're pigmented, but they're so rich that you really do not need a lot of them. And one of those full-size tubs can last you forever. Like, it will literally last you the rest of your life. So what I have done every once in a while is I've actually bought one, or me and a bunch of friends have chipped in, because they can be expensive, that we bought a full size and a couple of little jars, and we split it up. Okay. So this is rose gold pigment. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. I'm gonna spritz my flat brush with some Fix Plus. Now this is what I do. I grab a little bit of it up on the brush. If I try to put that on as it is, it would fall out all over my face. So I'm going to press it into the cap, and that just works it into the brush a little bit better. And I'm just going to apply this right over my eyelid. Wetting it also helps to bring out all the goldy tones in the pigment. When you put it on dry, it tends to look a little bit more pink. I'm being very careful to place this right against the crease, but not into the crease. And I'm going to just sort of pat it across where we put Cocoa Bear so there's a nice blend. Can you see that? Now if you've done what I did and made your brush a little too wet, there's two things you can do. You can either wipe some of it off on the back of your hand and then pick up a little bit more, or you can just pat. Now I'm going to take my Real Tinies brush. It still has some Cocoa Bear left in it. I'm just going to go back over the edges again. And I'm also going to go a little bit through the crease again. Clean blending brush. Once your eyeshadow has dried, I'm just going to go over the edges here and soften them because they'll look very harsh if you don't. I'm going to go back in with another eyeshadow in a minute though. So this is such a beautiful duochrome sort of eyeshadow. Can you see that? Can you see? Oh. Can you see it? Now I'm going to take another MAC pigment that I also have in a sample size. I bought this as a sample size, and I don't know what the name of it is. And I've used it before in videos, and I have no clue. I think it's Naked, but please don't quote me on that. But it's just this beautiful kind of shell flesh kind of color. Pretty. So what's in the cap, I'm going to take up on my fluffy brush that I used to blend the inside, to blend the rose out. Take up a little bit of that pigment and just start putting it right here. And as you can see, that just brightens up everything instantly. So now I'm going to apply my concealer, and I'm on the last legs of my age rewind. Look at that. Look at how little is left in there. I'm still going to get it out though. I'm not giving this one up. I have a backup, but I'm being Scroogey. So I'm going to make a face. Why do we do this? I don't know. A little bit on my nose. A tiny little bit right here. I'm all about the dewy skin lately, guys. I'm all about really pretty highlighted skin that's not so overdone that it looks weird. I don't want to look plastic, but I still like to have brightness in my face. So that's where I'm at, don't judge. Fix Plus on my Beauty Blender. Now I love Fix Plus for this. The reason I love it so much is because it's glycerin based. And glycerin just helps everything to blend really smoothly. So it's a little bit thicker and longer lasting than water. And it actually does help to set things down. The light's gone away a little bit again, but I think we can manage. And that's why I like to blend things out with glycerin. The glycerin based product as opposed to just water. So your Beauty Blender is damp because you wet it. But I always spritz some Fix Plus in there because glycerin just glides over everything, makes everything nice and smooth. So I just finished up my concealer, and now I set it with my banana powder, and I'm just going to whisk away. Now we can work on the under eyes. I'm just going to take my pencil brush and put down a little bit of Frappe from Makeup Geek alone. And then using my fluffy brush, this is clean, I'll blend that out. Pick up a tiny little bit of creme brulee from Makeup Geek and blend it out a little bit more. And then with my little accent brush, I'm going to pick up Cocoa Bear. These eyeshadow colors are actually super flattering on everyone. I'm just going to set the rest of my foundation with my L'Oreal True Match powder. Okay, so after I did my powder, my camera completely fuzzed out. So while I was waiting for it to fix itself, and you know, I was fixing it, I completed the eye. So I'll show you what I did. So once I got to this point, I went in and I lined my eye. And I'm using my Physicians Formula 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner plus Serum first. So what I'm going to do is look straight ahead and get my wing on. Like that. You've seen me, you guys have seen me do this before, so. Now, because the pigment is so strong, you can see that wing is not nearly as black and dense and rich as this one. So then, but I like to use that first because I can get a nice clean wing. And then I'm going to fill it up with gel. So I'm using the Rimmel black gel liner. It's just, yeah, gel liner in black. And an angled brush. This one's by Eco Tools. And I am going to just go over that with the black gel liner to make it nice and rich. Now I'm going to take a little accent brush, the same accent brush, and I'm going to get some gel liner and I'm going to tight line and I'm going to line my waterline. Line all the way around. Make sure the corner is nice and dark. And then, line my waterline, and I'm going to pull it into my lashes and scrub it into the base of my lashes. And because this is the gel liner, I have to work fairly quickly. So I'm now taking my pencil brush and just running it along my lower lash line to blend into the lash line. And you can see it's gone a little bit patchy. So I'm going to pick up Cocoa Bear on a clean accent brush and run it along there. Like so. Now I'm going to hit my eyelashes with a dash of Rimmel ScandalEyes. As always, I've been loving this mascara so much. And now I'm going to put on my eyelashes, and the ones that I'm using are from Absolute New York. They look like this. These are very, very similar to the Ardell Demi Wispies. Okay, last up for the eyes, clean accent brush, and I'm going to pick up a tiny little bit of Makeup Geek's Shimma Shimma eyeshadow, which is that one right there. Really, really pretty, pinky, frosty color, and I'm just going to pack it into my inner corner as a highlight. Maximum Drama, fluffy brush, tiny little bit of Shimma Shimma right under the eyebrow, and that's super frosty. Can you see? It's very similar to MAC's Nylon or MAC's Shroom. So I'm going to clean the brush off on my hand and then just work that into my brow bone. You don't have to go for such a strong brow highlight if you don't want to, but I kind of want it. And as you see, I filled my brows in off camera, but I wanted them to be kind of undone looking. I wanted them to be nice and sort of soft and natural-ish, so I didn't do them too harsh. I'm going to use my Milani Baked Bronzer in Soleil again. This time I'm using it as a blush. For me, I just really like how this looks as a blush. So for you, depending on your skin tone, just go with something that's quite natural looking. Slightly bronzed, but quite natural. Got Global Glow hair, as per usual. And this time I'm putting it on with a Real Techniques setting brush. Just very gently, not a lot, because I really want the eyes to be the focus of this video, of this look, I should say. But I do like to highlight my face a little bit, so I'm going to highlight gently on the tip of my nose. Cupid's bow. And that's it. I'm not going to go through the center of my forehead or my chin today with my highlight. And now we come to lips. So you could pair this with a red lipstick, you could pair it with a nude lipstick, anything would be beautiful, but I'm going to go in today with something dark and oh, super rich. So I'm using the LA Girl Matte Pigment Lip Gloss, and this is in the color Black Currant. Okay, so if the light looks a little bit different, it's because it's about 2 hours since since I was filming. As you can see, I actually had my lipstick on because I had to leave, I had to go out. Came back home, figured, okay, light is not too bad. Let me really quickly film the rest of this video so it's not all for naught. And I have a little, look at what I have here. Oh, hello. Look there. This is my kitten Arwen. I raised her from 2 days old. So I didn't use lip liner. What you see there is the remnants of this. I didn't wipe it all off so that I wouldn't have to fix the rest of my face. I thought, well, why not go with something unexpected and vampy? And now you could leave this matte if you wanted to. I think it looks really pretty matte. But I don't know, for a little bit of holiday glamour, I think something shiny is nice. So I'm actually going to apply gloss. You could just apply Max Lip Glass on top of it. I'm actually going to apply this fun one. It's only blue in the package. It comes out clear. But this is the L'Oreal Paris ColorStay Le Gloss in the color Plum Rush, sorry. And I'm just going to apply a tiny little bit of this, and I'm going to apply it with my finger. And there you have it. That's the finished look. So if you guys enjoyed that, please don't forget to subscribe, give me a thumbs up, comment down below, share your recreations with me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All those links are down below. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.